Welcome to Guided Life, where we meet our personal guidance team and learn how to work with our unseen crew of spiritual sidekicks. Your guides are ready and waiting for you to tap into their wisdom, help, and build the life you truly want. Host Shannon Ratay is a life and career coach, angel messenger, and medium who is known for her unique gifts of delivering messages from our collective team, including angels, fairies, and other helpers. Shannon leads you through each episode with spiritual downloads, energetic transmissions, powerful visualizations, and more, helping you tap into your own tuition to strengthen your confidence and connection. Shannon's calling is to empower you to create an extraordinary life. And now, here's your host of Guided Life, Shannon Ratay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our third installment of Guided Life. Happy Halloween to those of you that celebrate. We're getting ready for that here in the United States, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be here. So, a special welcome to those of you that were just in Messages from the Enchanted Realm with myself and Jennifer and Nancy. But yeah, it's wonderful to be here, and it's wonderful to be here with all of you. Greetings to you as well. Hi, Kim Princess. Guided Life is where we take the opportunity to get to know our spirit teams even better, because of course they're working with us already. They're working with us, day in and day out, but this is all about deepening our connection to them. And here what we do is we're going category by category and taking a deep dive into our relationships, how we sense them, how we hear them, how we communicate with them, and how they communicate with us. Because it's often that we're already in deep communication with them, and we just don't fully realize all the ways that they're communicating with us. So today's category where we're going to be taking the deep dive is into spirit guides. We are going to be diving into our spirit guides and how they work with us and how we're going to be working with them. And what's really interesting to me and exciting about this is that this is where it actually all began for me, right? It was some of the way that I figured out that I was connected to other realms was from the ways that spirit guides began showing up and how they began working with me. So I'll get into all of that. We'll talk about that more. Let me... As usual, I'm a little bit nervous as we're getting started. In case you don't know, I am Shannon Ratay. I am a life and career coach. That's my day job. I help people find their dream jobs. My expertise is working with creatives. And it's from all of that so many of my other abilities came about. So I'm also an angel messenger. I can't talk. I'm an angel messenger. I'm a medium, and all sorts of other abilities here and there turn up as well. With that, I'm going to take a moment and say hello to people. I'm excited to see some familiar names. Hi, Marie. Hi, Jennifer Rose. Always so good to see you. Hi, Kim Princess. Thank you for being here. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Jennifer McCormick. Hi, Sylvie. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Kay Weezy, friend of the show. Always so good to see you here. Hi, June. Hi, Laura. Hi, Charlene Shaz. So thanks so much to everyone for being here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about today and how today is going to go. In the beginning, I'm going to do a little bit of talking. We'll talk a little bit about spirit guides, how I've learned to work with them, how they show up for me and what I've learned. After we talk a little bit about spirit guides, we're going to go into an energetic transmission. And as part of that energetic transmission, I'll be sharing with you directly how my system senses and experiences spirit guides, and making that information around how my system works with them directly available to you. So you will be able to access energetically the information that my system has to share. And I've had people have really great success with increasing their abilities to sense their own spirit guides after that energetic transmission. Once we do the energetic transmission, we will go into a visualization, and from that visualization, also take a moment to see how your team wants to be deeper in touch with you. And after that visualization, we will go into readings. So yeah, I will be doing some readings. So if you stick around, depending on your spirit guides and what they want to share with you, that we're going into some readings from your spirit guides, and we'll all learn together the messages that they're sharing to us. Hi, Sophia. From Sweden. Wow, that's incredible. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Christy. Thanks. Hello, hun. It's great to see you too. Yeah. Well, I think the right place to jump in is to talk a little bit about spirit guides and how it all began with me in terms of working with them. I, as a life coach, when I'm working with job seekers, the first thing that I do is I give them what I, like to call an imaginary friend, right? An aspect that they get to work with who partners with them on their job search. And what I do with them is I do a visualization. And I've been doing this for over 10 years. And what started happening is I started to realize that for some of my clients, that the person that was coming through, the being that was coming through in their visualization to help them with their job search was one of their guides. I would go to bed at night and I'd sense a presence in the room, and they would announce themselves as the very person, the very being that had shown up during the visualization I had just done with my clients. And so basically figured out that I was connecting people up to their spirit guides. So I've been doing this for a while. I've been connecting people up to their teams. So everything I'm doing here is an extension of the work I've been doing with my clients for years and years and years. What I've come to learn is that spirit guides have two categories, or at least they show up to me in two categories. These categories include our head guide, right? Like this main guide who is with us from beginning to end, and that is in charge of all of our learning, as well as these sort of sub-guides that are here to help us with various lessons that we're here to learn for periods of time. So these sub-guides might not be with us our entire life. They might swap in and out, at various moments in life. Now, oftentimes the question I'm asked is, what's the difference between a spirit guide and, say, like an angel? If you were here last month, we had everyone deepen their connection and took a deep dive into angels and the angelic realm and our angel helpers. But what's the difference between spirit guides and our angelic helpers? And what I've come to learn, at least in the way that they've been working with me, is that our spirit guides have to do and are concerned with and are working with us in a similar way, but they're here more to support us in the lessons that we're here to learn. That when we came down for this lifetime, that there were certain things we wanted to learn, right? Certain lessons, certain ways we wanted to learn and grow and develop. Almost like, I'm not the first person to say this, but almost like coming and being alive in this lifetime is one big school. And so that our spirit guides are working with us in all of our lessons while we're here at school. So our head spirit guide, our main guide, is traveling with us and sort of watching our entire curriculum, and that these various spirit guides come in and out, working with us on in particular lessons that we're here to learn. And that's why we might have different ones rotate in and out at different times. That was a great question that just popped up. So I will answer that right away from KB. KB asks, do angels and spirit guides feel similar or different to me? And to me, they feel different. I'm going to contrast them. If you were here last month, I talked a little bit about how, to me, when angels come in, they feel very light and ethereal. They feel like champagne bubbles. They feel effervescent, right? They feel just very light and airy and, sparkly and spacious. And when I feel a guide coming in, that almost feels like mountain energy coming in behind me, right? Like I feel a really solid presence, even more solid and more dense than like a loved one who's passed away. So there's this weightiness to a spirit guide, a weightiness to a spirit guide coming in. They come in with that mountain energy, that solidness. And I think that's what's really going to be fun about doing the visualization later today. Is that I think it's going to be fun as part of the visualization to take that moment and see how spirit guides feel to you, right? To be able to sit with your guides and notice how you feel them or you sense them. It might be that same mountain energy like I feel, or it could be something even different, right? It might be, tingles on your skin. It might be feeling them with the breeze coming in. So anyway, that's a great question, KB, and I will be interested. I'll follow up after the visualization and see how spirit guides feel to you and how they get your attention. So more hellos. Hi. So of course, hi, KB. Great question. I am looking over, such great people. Hi, June. Hi, Nella or Nelia. Hi, Nancy. I just got off of messages from the Enchanted Realm with Nancy. We had a great show. She was our guest today. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Lisa Paris. Hi, Ascending Universal Butterfly. You were just in the last show, so thanks for coming on over. Hi, Vicky, Carla Ann, Tammy Jo. A lot of great people here. So good to have you here. I'm trying to think at the moment if there is anything else I want to say about spirit guides just yet before we start going into that energetic transmission. Oh, I think what I'll do is I'll give you a quick story. So, the way this all began is, and it's not uncommon, I've heard it from other people too, as I was starting to understand that I was sensing other realms, what would frequently happen is I would sense them as I was going to bed. And that's not that uncommon, right? That's when our brains start to slow down. We're not thinking about our to-do lists. We're settled. We're in a meditative state. And I just start to feel presences in my room. And I want to preface this by saying this only happened once, and this is very rare, but I was going to bed and I just felt a presence in the room. And I do what I normally do is I just check, hey, are you here for me or are you here for someone else? And I heard, oh, I'm here for someone else. I'm here for someone else. I'm just double checking. Yeah, I'm just sort of measuring real quickly to make sure. Yep, nope, still continue on with this story. I'm here for somebody else. And I said, okay, well, I'm trying to go to bed. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Let's check in tomorrow. And I heard very clearly, no problem. We'll check in tomorrow about the person that I'm here to talk to you about. And so fell asleep. And at the time, I would just keep my phone on the other side of the room to charge, right? So it was not within arm's distance. The phone was on the other side of the room. And 2 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden I hear this hello, hello, hello. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh gosh, someone just butt dialed me, right? Like I got a butt dial in the middle of the night. And all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, if somebody had butt dialed me, they would have gone to voicemail. The only way that someone would be saying hello is if my phone had dialed someone on its own in the middle of the night. And at that point, I think I pulled the covers over my head and went to bed. And I looked up and absolutely the next morning, there was a phone number that got dialed at 2:00 in the morning. And so I checked in with that guide and I was like, did you do that? And I just heard laughter. And of course he said, absolutely not. You're not doing that anymore at all. But the person that spirit guide had dialed was indeed the person that it had shown up to be in contact with. So just to let you know that I doubt that your spirit guides will be calling you on the phone. That was a bit of a rare occurrence. That's only happened once. But to know that our spirit guides do go to great lengths to be in touch with us, right? They are very much wanting to be in direct communication with us. It's part of the reason I'm doing this show, so that to be able to empower all of you to be in close communication with them in the way that they want to be in close communication with you. So I'm reading Jennifer's message right now. Still getting to know all my guides, connected with some early on in my journey. Archangel Metatron was the first archangel. Just recently, more have revealed themselves as archangels, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel, also past loved ones. Oh, this is wonderful, Jennifer. Part of why I'm so glad you're bringing this up is because we can have all different members of our guidance team. So we've got our angels, some people have goddesses, some people have animals. We've got this whole collection of spiritual beings that are here to assist us. In this particular case, there's no hard and fast rules. But in this particular case, when I talk about spirit guides, I am talking about wise beings that, number one, may or may not have been incarnated, right? Like they may or may not have been humans. There are a certain subset of them that absolutely were embodied as humans and then lived many, many lifetimes and were on a particular track, so that they are now wise, old souls who are working with us on our lessons while we're here learning. And then on the flip side, there are some wise beings that actually were never embodied, right? And so their wisdom in working with us to evolve consciousness and make the world a more evolved place comes from a place of not being embodied, a different access to wisdom. So in this particular case, although you might be getting angels as part of the visualization, you might be getting animals, to know that we are focusing in to see if we can come up with some of those wise beings that might have been humans at one point in their development, or might have only been around just to be spirit guides for us. So I'll be really curious to see what you get. And so, Carla, great. I am going to be doing some readings at the very end of the show after we've done our visualization. So with that, oh, wow. Jennifer, I was 40 in April 2020. Before my birthday, I had a dream. My mom was calling my mobile, and I answered in the dream, and she was wishing me happy birthday, saying, I know it's early, but wanted to be the first to wish you a happy birthday. I love how Spirit uses technology, right? What I've come to learn is members of Spirit have different skill sets. So some of them like to come to us in dreams. Some of us like to use the old technology, flip those lights on and off. Some of them like to give us those cold chills. That there's so much and so many different ways that they like to communicate with us, which is what I'm hoping that we'll be able to turn on today. And welcome to all the people that have joined us. Hello. Oh gosh, going back. Hello, Carla Ann. Hi, Debbie. So good to see you. Thanks for coming. Hi, Laura. Hi, Bernadette. Tanya, I might have said hello to you before. I'll say yes to you again. Hi, Rose. Hey, other Shannon. Way to represent. I'm sure you're a really cool person, other Shannon. Hi, Carla Ann. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Luke. Hi. I think we got you covered for right now. Yeah, it's good to see you. Aw. Hi, Jules. So get yourself ready, because we're going to do a meditation. I'm going to start us off with a grounding exercise just to get us ready. After we do the grounding exercise, we are then going to go into the energetic transmission. And after the energetic transmission, we are going to do the visualization. So you might want to be in a good spot, and you also might not want to be doing some of these things live if you are driving the car or otherwise, operating heavy machinery. But you can always listen again on the replay. So if it's not a great time to do some of these exercises, go ahead and listen. You'll still get a lot, but you can always take a deeper dive into them during the replay. Okay, so with that, we are going to begin we're going to begin just getting grounded. And so taking a moment to take a deep breath, which is always a good reminder for me. As you take that deep breath, feeling your butt on the seat, perhaps your feet on the ground. If you're like me, I always sit cross-legged, so I'm making sure I'm feeling my feet. Feeling your back against the chair. Taking a moment to close your eyes. And taking a couple of deep breaths. And as you take these deep breaths, noticing your bones. Because when you're in your bones, you're in your body. So finding your spine, that space where your spine meets the base of your skull, and letting your attention slowly travel down and through your spine. As you're noticing your spine, also noticing your hips, your hip bones, letting your attention travel down your hip bones into your legs and your lower legs and your feet. Bringing your attention back up your spine, letting your attention travel around your ribs and up through your sternum and down each of your arms into your fingers. Noticing the bones of your jaw and the plates of your head in your skull. Perhaps even noticing the little seams that connect those plates up. And then allowing your attention to travel again down your spine, all the way down to your tailbone. Letting that tailbone turn into a tail that travels all the way down to the center of the earth. And find something interesting down at the center of the earth, either a crystal or a rock or some other object, some piece of treasure that it can wrap itself around. Next, noticing the bottoms of your feet and how they magically grow roots out of the bottom of your feet that go far and wide down into the earth. That as deep as that tail goes, just as wide as the roots coming out of your feet go. As all of this is happening, gently, earth energy, your birthright, in just the right amounts, earth energy travels back up that tail and gently up those roots in just the right amounts, energizing your system. As you're sitting here, you might notice that you might have deposited some of your sparkle out in the world. Maybe if you've been out driving, talking to other people, out at the grocery store, and just taking a moment to call your sparkle back in. Feel like any place where you just deposited some of your sparkle, just call all of yourself back into yourself, all that sparkle back. And as you're gathering that sparkle up, perhaps noting you might have collected someone else's sparkle. You might have a little bit of not me that's here present, and just taking a moment to intend to send that sparkle, other people's stuff, send it back to them, right? Return to sender. And we are going to ask that process continues to happen naturally on its own. As that continues to happen, noticing that you have an energetic edge around you. It's like your own personal snow globe, about an arm's length distance all around you. So taking a moment just to notice that energetic bubble around you, your own personal snow globe, and that energetic edge denotes your space, right? All of this is your space. So not only when you call your sparkle back in, you've got now your own personal space that you allow it to fill up around you, both inside and around you. And nobody else gets to come inside your own personal energetic bubble. It's the perfect place for anyone else, right, to notice that boundary of like, here's where my space begins. And it travels an arm's length distance to each side of you, plus an arm's length distance above you and down below you. And taking a moment, asking your chakras to adjust themselves to the perfect positions and the perfect size. Noticing again one more time your bones, your tail, that earth energy that's energizing your system, all of your sparkle of just you. And with that, we are just about to begin the energetic transmission. For those of you that have an energetic practice, to know that this is a held space, that I've put an energetic container in place to help support this whole process so that everyone's systems gets no more and no less than what they're looking for, right? Like all of this will happen in exactly the right amounts. As part of this transmission, I am simply going to make an energy ball. I'm going to make an energy ball and ask that it contains the information that my system knows about communicating and being in touch with spirit guides. And so I am going to then hold that energy ball up for all of you and allow you to put your hands up and receive the energy through your hands. Your body knows what to do, just to let your hands receive that energy. And it will aid your system in knowing and learning more about how also to connect with spirit guides. I've had many people come back to me in the days following an energetic transmission and say, oh my gosh, Shannon, I saw angels for the first time. Oh my gosh, I've started hearing my guides. All right. I've got my energy ball. I've asked it to contain all the information in just the right amounts that my system knows about communicating with spirit guides. As I put this energy ball up in front of you, I invite you to put your hands up and receive the energy through your hands. This contains information that my system knows about being in touch with spirit guides. Perhaps as you've got your hands up receiving the energy from this energy ball, perhaps you're noticing some tingling. Perhaps you're sensing energy in a different way. Some of you might see energy, so you might be seeing the energy of this energetic transmission. It's quite bright and sparkly. But just relaxing, letting your hands receive the energy, the information. And just one more moment now. All right. Transmission complete. Oh, taking a moment over there just to let that energy and that information integrate. Letting it integrate into your system. I can feel your systems, they are all busy. So as you are letting that information integrate into your systems, getting yourself set up and ready for the visualization. The visualization is going to be about 10 minutes where you are going to get the opportunity to learn more about how your guide or guides are in touch with you or wanting to be in touch, and how your system already senses them, experiences them. So you'll get to know one or more of your guides. So we'll get started in just a moment. So get yourself ready to do this visualization. If you've never done a visualization, it's just like a guided meditation, but I'm going to be having some prompts left in where we're going to let your brain and your system fill in the blanks. I think the important thing to know about visualizations is to simply let your brain fill in the information and don't overthink it. Right? Don't overthink it. These are just good information, not to actually worry too much about getting it right. It's when people start worrying about getting it right that they can sometimes pop themselves out of the visualization. But yeah, get yourself set. Hi, Michael Stevens. I think I say Mortali. Hi, Gangesh. Hi, Monique. Hi, Aline. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Michael Christopher. So great to see you. It's always a treat to have you here. And after the visualization, I will be doing some readings from our spirit guides as I'm letting your systems integrate So get yourself settled. I am just about to start this visualization, and it'll be about 10 minutes. So as you're getting yourself ready, I think I'll say that this guided visualization is a short journey to meet one of your spirit guides. And as part of this journey, you'll also get the opportunity to deepen your connection with them. Your spirit guides are wise companions who support you in understanding what you've set out to learn in this lifetime. They offer insight, they offer you reassurance, and they offer gentle guidance as you move through your human journey. So find a quiet place to sit or lie down where you can be undisturbed. And I hope it goes without saying, it's not a great thing to do if you're driving or in transit. But if you are, just go ahead and let your hands rest easily. And if it feels comfortable, close your eyes. You might roll your shoulders back and let them soften down. And just feel free to do anything that helps you settle in for the next 10 minutes. Take a slow breath in through your nose. And gently exhale and relax. With each breath, imagining any tension leaving your body. Another slow, deep breath in, and more relaxing. As you exhale, just feeling yourself grow lighter, calmer, more at ease. With each breath, Your mind begins to quiet. Your heart softens. Your system relaxes. Imagine you are stepping away from the noise of daily life and entering a space of peace, safety, and possibility. With each breath, you feel yourself arriving more fully into a safe space that is just for you. Before you, a soft light begins to glow. As you notice it, step forward and follow it. And as you follow it, you find yourself approaching a safe place that feels peaceful, familiar, and welcoming. Just make it up. Let your imagination go. Perhaps you find yourself by the ocean, or on a mountaintop, or in a forest, or simply even floating among the stars. Whatever you make up is just fine. Wherever you are in this safe space, let it come alive and notice, what colors do you see? What sounds do you hear? What words describe this place? What smells are here? Just take a moment to allow yourself to fully arrive in this sacred, safe space. This place where wisdom and guidance are easily received. As you rest in this safe place, notice a subtle shift in the energy. There's a sense of gentle anticipation, as if the air is sparkling with awareness. And now, your spirit guide comes walking towards you. As they approach, notice. What do they look like? What stands out about them? What's it like to be in their presence? What emotions arise in you as you sense them near you? They have been with you for your entire life, and now they're eager to be available to you in a brand new way. Take an extra moment here to be present with them and to notice what there is to notice about them. They are steady, compassionate, and deeply supportive. Take a moment to even open your senses deeper. What does the air around you feel like now that your guide is near? What sounds or sensations seem to be heightened in their presence? What words describe what your heart feels like in this moment? When you are ready, you may ask your spirit guides some questions. Listen closely to their answers. They may come in a variety of forms. Ask your spirit guide, what do you want me to know right now? Spirit guide, what's most important for me to know about you? Spirit guide, what do you want for me? Spirit guide, where in my life do I most need your support and guidance? Spirit guide, what do you know about my life's purpose? Spirit guide, how can I easily connect with your wisdom and strength? Spirit guide, what is your name? Now notice, your spirit guide has a gift for you. Receive their gift. What is it? What did they give to you? What is this gift? Ask them. Spirit guide, what is important for me to know about this gift? Now take a moment to thank your spirit guide. Know that you can be in connection and contact with your spirit guide at any time you want. They are there to offer their insight, their humor, and their wisdom whenever you need them. Now let their presence surround you for one last time. When you're ready, allowing your sacred place to gently fade, taking with you everything you need to remember, and carrying the wisdom of today with you forward. Take a deep breath, exhaling slowly. Gently bringing your awareness back to your body in this space and time. Noticing your fingers and your toes in the present moment. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes, feeling refreshed, supported, and connected to your spirit guide who is with you always and here to work with you and support you. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that visualization. And I'm curious, you can go ahead and put in your comments. I think the thing I'm curious about in the comments is what gifts you got. For those of you that did the visualization, yeah, what gifts were given to you? And I will let you add those in. And then what I'll do for people that are open as we're digesting this experience, what I'll do is I will go ahead and do some readings from people's guides. I'm curious if you're open to getting yes, if you're open to getting a message from your guides, yeah, I'll be excited. Oh wow, let's see. Jamie M. would love a career message from my guides. I'm feeling very lost in which direction to take my business. Excellent. We will jump right in, Jamie. I think that's a great place to start. I'm loving some of these gifts. A dove, the gift of time and movement, a white feather. Ooh, a Fortnite healing kit. That's awesome. Ooh, a luminous buck. Ooh, Kim Princess, a clear crystal. Yeah, almost like a doorknob. It catches light in each corner, but mostly magenta and blue. Ooh, Kim Princess. Now, you know what you need to, I say this like I know, but I definitely recommend going ahead and getting yourself one. Whether that means like a picture of one or treating yourself to a crystal, that it can be really special to go ahead and get yourself some sort of physical representation of the gift that your spirit guide gave you as that reminder of that connection. Gift of knowing. That's gorgeous text, Debbie. That sounds exactly right. Because some people do. Some people get like a tangible gift, like a thing, and sometimes people get like a concept, right? Like the gift of confidence or the gift of knowing. So it's always interesting to see what different gifts people give. But with that, I'm going to go back to Jamie, and we'll see what we can get for Jamie around career, because of course that is a topic that's close to my heart, being a career coach. Yeah, I'm feeling very lost in which direction to take my business. Well, I'll tell you right now, Jamie, immediately. I'm just closing my eyes. Like I feel a really strong presence. I feel that mountain energy come in immediately. So I'd like you to, number one, just know that your guides are 100% with you as part of 100% with you as part of what's going on, right? So that can sometimes be the trick, especially with our own businesses, to feel like we're doing this on our own or think that we have to figure it out on our own. But to know that your guides are 100% here right with you. And not only that, but I've actually got your main guide here, right? Often for career, I'll get one of the helper guides, one of the sub guides. But for you, I want you to know that I've actually got your main guide here. And so what that main guide is doing immediately is highlighting your entire journey. So whatever's going on in your business right now, whatever you're figuring out as part of your career journey, to know that this is part of your learning and development. Like this has directly to do with something that you signed up to learn and understand as part of your journey in this lifetime. This guide, every so often, they're doing a little bit of shape shifting. So that's really interesting, right? Oftentimes what will happen is guides will come in, and they'll come in a form to help it make it easier for you to connect with your guide. In this particular case, every time I put my attention on your guide, what I get is, it's like I see them, the multidimensionality, like how multidisciplinary your guide is. And your guide is shape-shifting. It's like I first see them as like this chairman of the board type figure. And then I see them as this like First Nations person, right? So there's all of these different kinds of wisdom that are coming into this one guide, and that this one guide has the capacity to shapeshift. And the reason they're showing me this is because they're acknowledging you and your ability to shapeshift, Jamie, right? Like the various ways and different aspects of wisdom that you have capacity to bring into any situation, but especially job and career. So I'm waiting. So the words that I'm hearing messages. I'm hearing wait a little longer. I know not exactly what you want to hear. Wait a little while longer. I'm hearing that wait a little while longer. That clarity is coming, and that, let's see. It's funny because I'm going to get some pieces. Give me a moment. What they're showing me is that there is another person that is coming, and that there is another person that's coming. I'm seeing a woman coming, and that is part of this woman coming. Um, I'm hearing the word opportunity, that there's going to be new opportunity with this woman that is coming into the picture. Because I was like, oh, is this partnership and some sort of business partnership? And I was hearing no, that it's more an opportunity, that this woman will be coming with an opportunity. And that with this opportunity, and I'm hearing January, that with this opportunity, it's going to take your business in a slightly different direction, but it'll become clear from this opportunity. Like, and that's why they're telling you to wait a little while longer, because it almost feels like there's expertise that you have, like the shapeshifter energy, right? Like you've got so much you can pull from, that this opportunity helps clarify, right? Like, oh, I'm pulling this bit of experience from this part of my background and this bit of experience, almost like you have expertise that you're not even fully aware that you have, but that it becomes crystallized and clear from this opportunity that comes about. And I'm seeing no, that you don't know this. I heard very distinctly no, that you don't know this woman yet. I'm hearing new woman, right? Like as opposed to like existing friend, right? Like as opposed to existing friend, I'm hearing new relationship, that it is going to clarify and crystallize, what comes next, almost in that way of like, until somebody asks and this opportunity comes, and you're kind of like, oh yeah, I didn't even realize that this is something that I can do and I can do well. And I can see, it's almost like I see the whole business shifting. It's like I see that fork in the road and the whole business shifting in conjunction with this opportunity. But they're clarifying it's going to feel synchronistic. It's going to feel, and I'm hearing that you're going to meet her through social circles, right? Like it's the process of going out. It's the process of being social. That process of, they're encouraging meeting people, attending parties, like that sort of thing, especially during the holiday season. And your guide is so powerful. It's like I keep hearing all of these snippets of messages, but it's saying that your life is going to look very different in a year from now. So this is really exciting. And I really hope this helps. But yet again, hearing, don't worry, just be patient. Just do your best to keep yourself in the best mind spaces as possible. But it's going to be this almost, I almost see like the tarot card with like the wand coming in, right? Like the new idea, the fresh opportunity coming from an outside source. So, I just saw your comment, Jamie. I have a crystal business. So interesting that you keep saying crystallize. So fascinating. It feels like someone's coming in with a new idea about your crystals, a different way to pull in different skill sets. That is so funny. Thank you. Thank you for that little, thank you for that little piece of validation, Jamie. I really appreciate it. Great. All right. So you'll have to keep us posted, Jamie. I want to know. I want to know what this is about as well. Let's see. Let's do some more message. All right, Marie. Marie, you've been asking about Philip, and if you're going to, if the both of you will reconcile. Let's see what I've got. Well, first off, Marie, I think I know the answer that you want. And so, but I would never do anyone the disservice of, telling them something different than what I'm getting. And so, what I am getting at this particular moment is that, that unfortunately that I'm getting that there's not reconciliation, and that's a good thing. I'm hearing quite clearly that there is someone better for you, that there is someone better for you out there. And in fact, what I'm seeing right along with you, I'm actually seeing an angel. I'm seeing a Cupid with you. And that with that Cupid, I'm hearing distinctly that it won't be long before there's someone new. It won't be long before there is someone new. Yeah, and that someone new. I'm hearing that. I keep hearing it won't be long. It won't be long. And that this new person is so good that it will, that this new person is so good, and that this new opportunity is so good. It's almost like, that it's basically what you and Philip is going to pale in comparison to what you're going to be getting with this new person. And so I'm trying to, what they're showing me is I'm seeing the particular guide that's here to work with you on this. And this particular guide is showing up in quite colorful clothing, right? That this particular guide who is showing up, she's female, she is in quite colorful clothing, and she is just full of joy and delight that she is the life of the party, and that she is the life of the party. And as part of this is stepping into your own talents, your own skills, the two of you, your own talents, your own skills, what you bring to the table, and deepening first that relationship to yourself. And believe me, I know how annoying it can be to hear this message, but being the life of the party, and you deepening into, your own zest for life, and that it's almost like you're leaving Philip in the dust, right? Like, as you continue to step into your own skills and talents and what you bring to the table, that you're just moving faster than he is, and that that you're just moving faster, and that there's going to be someone who's a better match for you. So part of this working on this new person is that also working on yourself in that personal development part of way. I'm sorry I couldn't give you better news, Marie, and what you wanted to hear, but yeah, to keep that eye on the future and the horizon. And I really do. I'll be excited when this new person comes into the picture. Let's see. I'm going to move on from there. Let's see. Let's see whose guides are grabbing are here today. Let's see. Carol Bristow, are you still here? If you're still around, Carol, and I will take other people putting open open in the comments. Yeah, Carol, if you're still around, I am. Yeah, I'm sorry, Marie. I know it's not. I know that's not exactly what you wanted to hear. If you are open to a message, go ahead and put open into the comments. Let's see. Let's go with giving it another moment. Oh, we got all sorts of good people. Excellent. Debbie, let's see what the guides have. Let's see what the guides have for you today, Miss Debbie. Debbie O. I love it. I love how you put Texas right on in your name. Okay, Debbie. I have a guide that showed up right away. This guide is female, and she is very elegant, right? Like I get this image. It's like I feel her come into the room, and some people strut, some people saunter, some people, but she just glides right into the room, right? Like she's got this elegance, and she's got this elegance, and she just glides right into the room. And okay, she's saying that she is one of not your main guide, one of your individual guides, right? One of your guides that's here for a particular time that often helps us learn or work on a particular lesson. And as she glides on in this, she's that kind of elegance where I get the image of her like, attending a lot of parties, right? Like she walks around, she loves being, she's got she doesn't dress this way, but that Jackie Kennedy, that Jackie O kind of energy to her, where she is very poised. She, might not be the life of the party. She might not be doing all the talking. She might not be the center of attention, but she's definitely someone that captures everyone's attention just by the way she moves into the room, and the kind of presence, that cool, calm, kind of Jackie O kind of presence to her. But I am seeing her in a long, elegant ball gown, as opposed to some of like the 60s vibe stuff that Jackie O would wear. She's got this really long, elegant, sparkly ball gown on. And the reason she's here is she is here, and it has something to do with simply that, like being social and who you are in the crowd and who you are when in community, in groups of people. I've got a nice little thought bubble here that she's acknowledging. There's something about social graces, being comfortable at parties. And what she's talking about is that the idea that there might be sometimes some discomfort, right? Like there might sometimes be some discomfort, or there might be sometimes some insecurity. Like who doesn't have that, right? Like talk about discomfort in social situations. I'm doing that right now. And what she's here is to say, and what she's talking about, is that one of those things, just simply practice makes perfect, right, Debbie O? That practice makes perfect. And that as she's encouraging you to say yes to more social engagements, say yes to more group opportunities, whether it's classes, whether it's parties, whether it's things where there are groups. Because what she's showing me is there's just a little bit of a hump, like potentially a little bit of a hump to get over. And she's being clear. She's like, Shannon, nobody else would know that there might be a little bit of a discomfort. Like nobody else would know. But that's not ever what you're giving off, but internally, right? That there's a little bit of a hump to get over, because no one else would ever guess. And on the other side of that hump, that there is going to be a lot of joy and delight in your own ability to be that presence at gatherings, right? And they're showing me that it's like step one is going to be that comfort, that enjoyment, that getting comfortable being in group situations. And then they're showing me you being up on stage, right? Like, giving talks. It's almost like there's this continued growth and development in terms of you being the center of attention, you being on stage, and that it's just a little bit of an internal tweak that needs to happen, a little bit of comfort, a little bit trial by fire. But not only will you be doing a lot more of this, but there's going to be a lot of joy and satisfaction of knowing how actually skillful you are. But by the way that you're figuring this out, that you're just kind of developing your own skills, your own ways of doing this, and that it's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction because it's who you truly are, right? You're meant to be the belle of the ball. You're meant to feel like the belle of the ball, even if that's the way you're already being seen. You're supposed to be in front of crowds. You're supposed to feel comfortable. And that I'm just getting this really sense of delight as you find out and discover your own formula. So get on out there, have a good time, and to know that you have a guide that's working with you on this lesson and working with you as you are having a great time going to to parties and being social and yeah, just living the good life. So very exciting, Debbie. Thank you for letting us meet this guide. Oh, and I will say she gave me the name Sheila. So I don't know if the name Sheila means anything to you or not, because they don't often mean anything to us. But yeah, your guide, Sheila, who is Belle of the Ball. So very good. All right, folks. I think we have time for one more. Let's see who else's guides are calling me. Okay, is it Nelia? I think I'm apologies if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, Nelia, but I'm going to go Nelia. Your guide is catching my attention. Nelia MP. All right. Interesting. Let's see what we got. Okay, immediately hearing a voice and hearing like, okay, I'm here for. I'm hearing Nelia, but I think it's Nelia. So I'm hearing different things on how to pronounce your name. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. This guide is showing up like a young girl. It is not your main guide, but she's showing up as a young girl. It's like I saw the voice and I was looking for her, but I couldn't quite get an image or see her. And then it's because she got small, because she's actually a young girl. And so this guide is a young girl. I see her with pigtails. I see her wearing a yellow dress. I see her got with Mary Jane's on. And so this young girl, very much, she's just got this sweet, innocent, energetic spirit. She is a ray of sunshine. And she just finds, it's like, I see her with a butterfly on her finger. I see her out like chasing the butterflies. So not only is she out with the butterflies, but they even are so attracted and love her so much that they're coming to her. And so, Nelia, she is here saying that childlike spirit, that sense of fun and play and delight is a part of who you are. It's one of your gifts. And so sometimes we can be in situations that we feel like demand us to be serious, that sometimes it feels like that we can be around people who are serious. But just because the people and the situations around you might call for, a certain level of gravitas or seriousness, to know that you uniquely bring to the table that childlike spirit. You uniquely bring to the table that sense of adventure, of delight, and that one person stepping into that sense of delight and adventure, and that childlike spirit can change everyone's experience. And so for you to know that this is a unique thing that you bring to the table, and they're really encouraging you to embrace it. Like she's enjoying encouraging you to bring that childlike spirit and to embrace it. And it's reconnecting. Yeah, reconnecting. Oh, I hear you. There's so much going on. Nelia, I'm here seeing your comment. I used to be, but haven't been myself for over a year right now. Well, to know that you have a guide working directly with you on this, right? That this is one of your unique gifts. It's not going to go away. It's a part of who you are, but you have a guide working with you directly on this. I don't know if you had a chance to do the visualization. But even going back and re-listening to the visualization and calling in this child spirit guide, to come and talk to you and be in communication with you, and using it to connect even more deeply with her. And she's saying it gets to be simple, right? Like it doesn't have to be complicated. Any activities you used to enjoy as a child, whether it's drawing, whether it's taking a walk outside, riding a bike, any of those childlike activities, those are all going to be great places to start. Turning on music, dancing, you get to do any of it. And that you get to do any of it, and that is going to be, oh, I'm so sorry. I just saw your next comment that I found out my ex-husband passed last year. I'm so sorry your ex-husband passed away. Talk about seriousness, talk about, grieving and just all of those really hard emotions. And I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry to hear that. And so, yeah, but that your guide is here for you. Your guide is here for you to help you find yourself again, to find that connection to your essence and to those unique aspects of you that make you special and really do they really do help you be a gift to the world, right? It's one of your unique gifts to the world, being yourself and having the permission to reconnect to that aspect of yourself. Oh, I'm so sorry about your loss. Um, oh, I did do it. Now I know I can call on her. I am so glad to hear that. You absolutely can call on her at any time, and she is here to help you navigate this tricky time. All right, everyone. With that, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, definitely sending you lots of love, Nelia. Sending you lots of love. Thank you, Jennifer. It's always so hard to lose the people that are important to us and have been important to us. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you spending time with me here today. Yeah, next month we're going to be doing animal helpers. So we'll be taking an opportunity to dive in and learn more about connecting with our animal helpers. But I really do appreciate, I know that there's a lot of places you could be, but you taking the time to connect more deeply to your guides. They want to be in touch with you, but it is in support of us living the lives that we want to live, but then also having the impact in the world that we came here to have. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate you showing up here today, doing this work and doing your work to connect with your guides. A quick reminder to like, to subscribe, to share. And I think with that is all she wrote for today. I joked, if you were here the very first show, I didn't know how to end the show. I was just sort of like, oh, what do I do? I think I'm done. Get me out of here. So I've been joking with Kelly that I was just going to do the same thing this time to shut down the show, that was going to be my sign off. Like, oh gosh, I'm done. Get me out of here. But thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to our producer, Kelly Brickle, and the whole Sacred Spiral Network team. They make this happen. And yeah, as always, it's a pleasure and delight. See you next month, everyone.